Hi YouTube, hope everyone's having a great day. I'm going to show off probably my favorite control deck in all of Digimon for the EX4 format right now. This is the Venusmon control deck. It's like security control, but cooler, because there's less security control stuff and more Venusmon stuff. Yeah, I like it a lot. It's very good into the EX4 meta with the tech cards that I play and all that, so I'm going to enjoy doing this deck profile today. But as always, please let me know what you think in the comment section below, and of course like the video and subscribe. Turn on notifications for all the smash potatoes, that way you know when all these amazing Digimon videos come out. I hope you guys enjoy the deck profile. The other day when I did the Kazuhamon Yellow Hybrid deck profile, I mentioned that there was a deck that's very similar in terms of its core, and this is the deck. We're playing the same eggs as the last deck profile. The 4 Cupimon for the draw when you're 5 security, because you will be a 5 a lot, and then 1 Viximon. When you activate options, you draw a card. I like this better because this kind of forces you to play options. We play a lot of freaking options in this deck. This deck has so many options in it. While we do play a lot of options, though, it is just more valuable to attack and draw than to play an option sometimes for no reason and draw a card. So the Cupimon is better in my opinion. But anyway, 4 and then 1, because this deck will go into 5 eggs. We play the same rookie lineup as the last deck profile. 4 of these ones are attacking 3 or greater security, draw a card once per turn, and 4 Sala X to go on top of it. Look at your top security card when you evolved. If you take it, recover 1. Really good card. Now things start to get a little bit different. We play 4 copies of Godomon. This wonderful card, if you play it, reveal top 3 and add a yellow Digimon and a purple Digimon to your hand. There's not many purple Digimon in this deck, mostly yellow, but it bottomed out the rest. This card also lets you evolve into any of your ultimates in this deck for a reduced cost of 1, which is really, really nice. The inheritable and the turn DNA does not come up. I was trying some fancy shenanigans in this deck, but they were not very fruitful at all, so I cut all that crap out of it. So Godomon's just there in order to get an ultimate. Guaranteed. Sometimes just evolve this in the back, and next turn you promote, and it's fine. Alright, now we're on to ultimates. Yeah, that's actually it for champions, so you don't need anything else. I was trying 1 Black Auto, but it was completely unnecessary. Okay, 4 Angelomon X Antibody. This card's broken. 3 by itself or 0 on an Angelomon. When Digivolving, you -1 security something on your opponent's side of the field, which is cool. If you evolve it on an Angelomon, though, you heal 1 if you have 5 security less, which is pretty common. So yeah, you just heal. You heal a lot in this deck, which is pretty nice. That's what that card's there for. Card's crazy. It's like Jet Sylph, kind of like Jet Sylphie, but a little more restrictive. Not as good, but pretty good. Then we play 3 copies of that Angelomon. The one that on play, you security -2 something. Very relevant for this kind of deck. It also has inheritable security +1 if you control purple Digimon, which does actually come up sometimes, and sneaks some extra damage per game. Pretty good card. We play 2 copies of the original Angelomon, the one that lets you heal on evolution if you 3 or less. It's very common for you to be at 3 security, evolve into this, back to 5. It's a very common thing for you to do in this deck. Healing is very, very strong. The last ultimate we play is 1 random copy of Magna Angemon. Because we are playing Flame Health Size, newsflash, sometimes it's just correct to bring this card back from trash and heal 1. You may not always want to bring back an Angelomon or a Godomon or whatever. Having the 1 random Magna Angie has come up and has saved my bacon. So the 1 random Magna Angie can stay in the deck. The card's pretty good. Now we go on to Megas, and we play the heart and soul as a 4 of one of the best Digimon in all of Digimon, Venusmon, with the when Digivolving Holy Flame on your opponent's side of the field. Global effect, anything that enters play also gets affected by it. And then for the turn, opponent's turn, anything with a security attack modifier cannot attack it, nor cannot activate when attacking or Digivolving effects. The card is a very broken floodgate. We do like really broken floodgates. And this deck really abuses Venusmon and the whole control aspect of it. Now we do play 2 more Megas, and we are back on Avenged Kidmon Junomon combo. Now, I'll remind you what this does in case you guys don't remember. Avenged Kidmon is a card that reduces its play cost by 1 for every option in both pairs trash, and then when you play it, you shuffle. You take those options in both pairs trash and bomb deck them in any order you want. If you have enough options, you pop something, but that's not important. That's not important at all. Junomon here has Retaliation, which is cool, but evolves for 3 on a yellow, and when Digivolving, you mill 3, and you add a Digimon card back to your hand. The card that makes the combo go all together, surprise, is the one Calling from the Darkness. What you can do is use Calling to recycle the Juno recycles the Avenge Kid, the Avenge Kid recycles the Calling. It's a loop. You can deck out your opponents. It's pretty good. Because you're healing so much and Holy Flame stuff and all that, like, Avenge Juno combo is very strong in this deck. I like it a lot. It comes up. It's pretty good. Anyway, that's it for the level 6 megas. And the last 2 Digimon in the deck are 2 copies of Shine Greymon Ruin Mode, because this card in this deck is just crazy. Did you know that this card procs its own inheritable off the Angelmon, this one? Because the purple Digimon, right? Venusmon doesn't get Sec +1, but this does. So if Venusmon sticks around for a turn, next turn you evolve into Ruin Mode in a memory, it has Sec +1. And then when it dies, you get your end of attack, and you blow it up to blow up something else, and then you heal one, and you hatch an egg, and when Digivolving on deletion, minus 5,000 global. This deck is all about its global effects. We like global effects here. This is a global effect deck. This deck is super global. Anyway, this card's kind of broken in this deck. So, 2 copies of it is fine. I have thought about playing 3. I'll talk about the 50th card in the deck, and what could be a 3rd Shine Greymon Ruin Mode if you felt it. Now, moving right along to Tamers. We play 4 copies of 2-cost Mimi. When either player activates an option card, all turns, you can suspend this to gain memory. It lets you play your options for cheaper, and it can kind of prevent your opponent from playing options. Card's pretty good. 1 random Memory Tamer TK, just to be able to add cards to our hand. And that's it for Tamers. I don't like Black War Grey and Hades Force, and they exist this format. So TK is kind of here with the 4 Mimis as the only Tamers I play. If I play more Tamers, it just loses harder to those decks. And this deck already has a tough time against those decks, sort of, kind of. Raid can get around Venusmon. De-Digivolve happens. There's just so much nonsense. So I want to make my match from that deck as easy as possible. And playing less Tamers actually helps, because Black or Greymon just slaughters Mimis, and TK too. That's it for Tamers anyway. I've tried more Tamers in this deck. I've stuck with these 5 in the end because it's fine. They're fine. You don't need anything else. There's no other Tamer that really gets you a whole lot of value. If you disagree, you can let me know in the comments, obviously, but I'm fine. I'm very happy. I'm chillin', as the kids these days would say. Now we move on to options, and of course it wouldn't be a Venusmon control deck without 4 copies of Holy Flame to go with it. This deck plays 8 cards that says Global Effect -1 security. And you can recycle these with Avenge Kid and Junomon. So it's very hard for your opponent to win the game. This deck can just deck out. I've played matches in testing that have gone over 50 minutes, and while we don't time our matches with playtest, I'll win game 1 in 30 minutes, and I'll deck and game 2 they just can't win. So in tournament that would just win the match, right? Or deck them out game 1, and then game 2, there's nothing they can do. You know what I mean? So, yeah, Holy Flame's kind of broken. You can also activate it to give something minus security 3. That's cool, it comes up, but mostly it's there for you to just chill in security. We play 4 copies of Flamehouse Scythe. I alluded to this earlier. When you activate it, it gives something minus 6,000 DP, and you play a Digimon with 6,000 DP or less from your trash. It's good. Against everything except Blue Flare, it's good. It came up in testing where I had to play something with a Flame House Scythe, and it felt really bad, but whatever. What can you do? House Scythe's a good card. Lets you recycle Angelmon's, Magna Angie, and Gatomon's. You love to see it. And since we're not in Ultra Cup format anymore, we're playing 4 copies of this bad boy, Chaos Degradation. If you activate and main it, put something in security, and then you trash security. In security, just put something in security. It gets around Greymon X protections and ignorance, stuff like that. So Chaos Degradation just helps keep this deck alive. It's very annoying for opponent to deal with. It's a card that's very hard to play around. So 4 copies of it's pretty good. We did say the 1 Calling is in there. We are obviously playing the 1 Reinforcing Boost because it's limited at 1 and it heals and it's good. The last card we're playing, the 50th card, actually I just stole this from my Kazuhamon Yellow Hybrid deck. It's just a random 1 yellow memory boost. That card could be your 3rd Shine Grey Ruin Mode. That card can also be Black Gatomon, the champion that has Rush. If you feel so inclined, that's another good option for it. Or it can just be another good option if you really want to. Or a Tamer. That yellow memory boost is a wild card. You can kind of make it whatever you want. It's actually helped me as a yellow memory boost, grabbing a missing combo piece, so I've kept it for now. But the deck is really good. That's it for the Venusmon deck profile. Let's go to some closing thoughts. Alright, that'll do it. That's the Venusmon control deck. I really like playing it. I enjoy playing it. There's definitely different strategies with the deck. You can go for deck out. You can just beat your opponent. You can do so much stuff. You can troll them endlessly with Venusmon and Holy Flame. And maybe they'll never attack you or do damage. It's pretty crazy. So that'll do it for today. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys. I will see you later. Bye.